What's up, guys? This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com and On3, and we are back with another signee spotlight, this time highlighting on 300 Michigan cornerback signee Jayden Sanders. Jayden, how does it feel to officially put pen to paper and be a Michigan Wolverine?
It feels great, EJ.
Simple answer there. Let's go ahead and go back to the very beginning of this process, Jayden, before we dive into more of the Michigan stuff. You were kind of just an under the radar guy and didn't have a lot of fanfare around you. How did you stay hidden for so long, man? You were a big sleeper, and what was it like finally seeing your recruitment blow up?
I would say the reason why I was a big sleeper, I live in a small city in Houston, and you know how big Texas football is. In East Texas, and you know how big football is in Texas. So just me being in a small city, my name doesn't get around much. But for me going to camps and that's how ooh, that's how I started to rise. And just seeing my name blow up, it's just where I'm 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 proud.
No, for sure, man. So you were kind of discovered, I guess, a little bit by special teams coordinator, area recruiter JB Brown, who went down to see you. What was it like once he got that, or once you got that Michigan offer and he told you they were very interested in you? What was your reaction to it?
I was excited. Me and my mom would talk about it every day. And just listening to him, telling him that he got me and he's gonna push through to try to make me get to Michigan.
Obviously, after JB Brown, helped identify you, you got in contact with Coach Morgan, and he kind of led the way in your recruitment. And I mean, Lamar Morgan's been one of the biggest, I think, surprises this cycle, just being able to land as many highly touted guys, including yourself. What makes Coach Morgan such an effective recruiter and a guy you wanted to play for?
Coach Morgan himself, he's a great person. He goes to church. I done been coached by him. I trained with him. He's just a great coach and a great person overall. And just his attitude and how he sees the game is probably how he gets all these great players.
um, I know you had good relationships with the coaches, especially Coach Morgan and Coach Brown, both being Texas guys as well. But what about Michigan really stood out to you on those summer visits that eventually led you to commit?
Uh, when I went up there and I trained with Coach Morgan, as what I was just saying, and just me being coached by him, it felt I felt like I can be coached by him and I can really learn a lot from him. And just with the meetings with Coach Moore, trusting him, it's really about all trust because as you can see, didn't go very well. But I trust Coach Morgan and I trust Coach Moore for the upcoming seasons.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question is just tell me a little bit about Sharon Moore as well and what you think about the future of the Michigan program.
I feel like my recruiting class is one of the best recruiting class that Michigan has had in a while. I feel like we go come in and we go cross static to Michigan.
So, like I said, you were kind of flying under the radar in the spring. I remember it was kind of funny because you had no, I don't think you even had any stars. And I actually had to submit a rankings request to our rankings director. And also, your mom had messaged me and told me that your profile picture was another kid. So, like, your profile was just completely off. Do you feel like, I know you've kind of risen in the rankings. You're obviously a top 200 guy now. But do you still feel a little slept on? Do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder heading to Michigan?
Yes, sir, I do. But that comes with the game, and I like it like that. It just shows me, well, it gives me something to push for.
I think a lot of Michigan fans, even though you don't talk a ton, I think a lot of Michigan fans just appreciate your business approach. Even when you had the signing day ceremony, I think you just like picked up the hat, put it on, and like it ended. There wasn't a lot of fanfare around it. It was just straight business. So, just talk a little bit about your approach to the game and why you kind of just stay all business.
Um, I mean, just growing up, it's just me and my mom, and I soon want my mom to retire, and I want her to have everything, and I want her to chill, and I want to be the reason because of that. So me trying to get to the next level, that just pushes me every day.
It's not often you see East Texas kids leave home. As you know, we talked about it when you first got offered. I'm from Texas and I covered East Texas kids a long time, and most of them would stay close to home. What does it mean to you to go so far away from home, literally going across the country and you know, represent East Texas, as well as, you know, how excited are you to kind of get that new experience?
Uh, I feel like okay. Your question was like, what made me choose so far away from home?
I'm just saying, like, you know, how excited are you to get the experience away from home, and like how much pride do you take in actually leaving East Texas and you know, choosing a school that was far away from home?
Oh, it's much pride. I feel like me being at a different scenery like will help me later on in my life for football. I mean, because I've been down here in the South and it's hot, and I can adjust to that. But in the league, you have to play everywhere. So me coming to Michigan, I feel like it's an early start for the league with it being cold and everything.
Yeah, yeah, I get to experience a different climate, get to see some snow, so it'll be a little bit different. But um, you know, going back to fit at Michigan, we talked about relationships and visits and all that. But what about scheme fit? You know, Michigan has you know, one of the best defensive coordinators in Wink Martindale. How do you see yourself fitting into the scheme and what Michigan does with their corners?
I see myself pretty. I see myself fitting in very well as my like a Macari Page, even though I'm not playing safety, but just the height difference that I have on players and my speed, I feel like that can be used around on the field very well.
You went to a couple of games this fall. What was it like just, you know, getting the full Michigan experience in the big house?
It was good. The energy and the fans were all into it. That was the best visit I've been on.
I know the visits kind of allowed you to connect with some of the other guys. Your secondary class in particular is extremely strong. You know, from you to Shamari Earls to Kainoa Winston. I mean, there's a lot of talent there on the back end. Just added Jordan Young, Elijah Dotson's in the class. How do you feel just being a part of such a big, talented group with guys that have different skill sets?
I'm sorry. Can't I didn't get to hear the end what you said. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I just said, how do you feel being part of such a highly touted group with all of you guys having different skill sets, and just talk about, you know, some of the other secondary guys in the class?
I feel great. Just me coming in, not seeing them as competition, but knowing like we're all competing for the same spot. I feel like it's gonna make all of us push to be the better of ourselves and work to get on the field. And all their talent, I watch all their highlights and film and everything. They're all great players, and I can't wait to be in a room with them.
Awesome. Let's get to know you away from the field a little bit and kind of start wrapping it up. So, what should Michigan fans know about Jayden Sanders when he's not playing football?
He's probably at home sleep, or if he's not doing that, he's probably doing his work. But ve- few, very few times I might be on my game playing NCAA or Madden.
Okay, cool, cool. What, by the way, what's in the background? Like, are those a bunch of shoes back there?
Yes, sir, they are. I'm a
Oh, look
little.
at got
I
the shoe
used to be a
collection
little shoe collector, but I done
going.
lost it.
Okay, well, it looks like you got quite a few. So, you know, I'm sure you'll be rocking that swag down in Michigan. I'm gonna go rapid fire. So it'll just be kind of random questions to get to know you a little bit more. So let's go, and you can just answer these quickly. Let's go. Favorite food?
Shrimp Alfredo.
Shrimp Alfredo? Yeah, yeah, better than
Yes, sir.
chicken. All right, cool. Favorite movie?
Any Scooby Doo movie.
Scooby Doo. That's kind of random. Like the cartoons?
I've been a fan since I was a little kid. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, okay. Um, if you could take a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Mm, probably Paris.
Paris. Okay, it's an interesting one.
Yes, sir.
Uh, um, if you weren't playing football, what other sport would you be playing?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Who's your favorite athlete?
Sauce Gardner. If not him, Kyrie Irving.
Okay, cool. So this isn't a getting to know you question. It's just kind of wrapping up the interview here. 3 to 4 years from now, towards the end of your Michigan career, what do you want to accomplish as an individual, and what do you want to help Michigan accomplish?
Well, of course, I want to help Michigan accomplish another natty, if not one, two, or three more. And for myself, I in a couple years, I see myself to be entering in the NFL draft.
Awesome, Jayden. Well, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us. Guys, remember to like this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. Subscribe to thewolverine.com using the promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months. And Jayden, again, we appreciate it, man. Congrats on signing with Michigan.
Thank you.